what is your intention for cooking? Like when you started it, what was your vision for it, for yourself?
It was honestly an escape. So I started sharing recipes. When I look back on the photos that I was sharing, I'm like, whoa, girlfriend, you've leveled up.
Well, and that's like the same.
They were so like pixelated and anyway, you got to start somewhere, right?
Welcome to another episode of Planting Seeds with Soul. Raw conversations on transformation, truth, and finding light in the darkest places. You may not hear what you want, but you will definitely hear what you need.
All righty, you bunch of bone bags. How are you all? It's good to have you back, and thanks for tuning in to another episode of Planting Seeds with Soul. We have Kelsie back on again.
Hi.
I think we've planned it, every second week that we don't have the kids. We're going to try and do like our one.
Yeah.
As best as we can. How are you?
I'm good. How are you going?
Yeah, going good.
That's good. We just got back from the pub. We went to have...
We've got a skewy here, actually.
We went to have one drink and then we seen a whole heap of our friends there.
Supposed to eat there too. That was actually the purpose of going to eat.
And they were having a good time.
They definitely were. I know the time that they were having. I've been there so many times.
But no, so we just got home. We're going to do this and then we're going to have something to dinner. Whoa. For dinner.
Yeah, nice. We're going to have
Well,
it
you're going to have it too.
Yeah, well, I hope so. I'm not going to fucking cook for myself, am I?
How's your week been?
Yeah, week's been good. It's
yeah.
It's always busy. You know, we're living under the same roof. We both know that we have bugger all time to do things, especially, with the three boys, and you got work.
Yeah.
And then you've got the stuff that you're trying to create, and then you've got the stuff that the universe is given to you at the same time. No negativity here, but I think everyone that would be listening can absolutely relate to that.
This week we've had a different week though, because we actually haven't had the kids. So they were picked up Monday morning and they've actually gone camping with their dad for the week. So we get them back tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to seeing them. I'm going to cook them their favourite dinner tomorrow night. So it'll be nice. It's been a nice break. But, when you have any kind of time away from the kids, whether it's a couple of hours or, a night or a weekend or whatever your situation is, I always feel like when you come back as a whole, again, everyone appreciates each other a little bit more. And the kids can't voice that. Like, they're not going to be like, I appreciate you guys so much more because we've had time away from you. But you'll see that in their actions. They'll be a lot more loving tomorrow night. And I'll say this now and then they'll be feral. But no, it's I'm really looking forward to seeing them and giving them all a big cuddle.
It's really good to have space from things, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It really is. I was when we were talking about this the other day, exactly what you were just saying. I related it to, with what I'm doing with work, the time, that I have to start work. It's at 6:30 in the morning, a.m. Obviously, morning, a.m. But obviously in summer, the sun is out a bit earlier. It's lasts through the day a bit longer, all that sort of thing. But when it starts rolling off, into winter, I start to lose those sunrises. Did I say sunsets before or sunrise? It doesn't really matter, but you guys know what I mean. I start to lose those sunrises, and that's one of my favourite things ever, to be honest. It gets me into a space of deep gratitude. It opens up something within me that just has the most creative downloads, thoughts, visit me, which I observe and, put to use to spread to the world, to be honest. And now that it's come, rolling into winter, I've actually lost that. And what you were saying about missing the kids, missing that light that I get to experience first up in the morning, going through that winter period, I get to miss it. Because when you're around things all the time, you lose touch with it. You know what I mean?
Well, you kind of take it for granted.
That's the word I was looking for. But you obviously knew where I was going with that. You do. You take it for granted. Like no one ever really. Wow, what's going on here? No one ever really sits back and thinks, "What if I lost that thing tomorrow? Like, what if I did?"
Yeah.
Like if you could feel that, and I do this with gratitude some like mornings, and I think I'm so grateful for Kels, I'm so grateful for the boys, and then I picture losing that. Like Mitch that we had on the podcast, he explained it perfectly. He does the same practice, and I felt loss when I thought about it and visioned it, and it made me feel the most deep gratitude towards having you guys in my life.
Yeah.
It's very powerful stuff.
Yeah.
Gratitude is probably the most powerful thing that I've ever come across. And most people fucking just
Yeah.
I think everyone should do it daily.
Yeah.
More in the day, multiple times,
Yeah.
as much as you can.
Yeah.
Have a little chat. Have a little. I want to have a little bit of a shout out, actually. Shout out time to the woman sitting right beside me.
I was like, who are you going to do?
Well, you obviously, like you have. We've just spent Monday, Tuesday. Actually, I can't even think about when this comes out next week. So, how would you if I can explain that?
We just spent a couple of days this week.
Yeah, spent a couple of days this week in Sydney. Kelsie had like a TV. What would you call it? A TV production?
So it was for like a food council. So it's kind of like going to be aired internally within the company, I guess. And then I'm not sure where else it'll go, but basically I was the presenter for a cooking segment. So we had 2 days in Sydney. The first day was filming, second day half of it was filming, and then the second half of the second day was going into a really busy shopping centre in Sydney in a food court at lunchtime filming and then interviewing shoppers. Something I have never ever done, and it was it was really good, but holy shit, did it push me. I said to Corey afterwards, I was like, it was one of those moments where it was like, I actually can't fail at this. I have to do it. I'm here. Like, they've got no backup option. I am it.
Yeah,
I actually have to do this.
Well, there was obviously fear there, right?
There was so much fear.
You walk directly into fear. That's what you do. You walk directly into the dog.
I was walking directly into this huge camera.
Yeah.
It was just like fear. Yeah. But, once I kind of did it, I just blocked out everyone else, and I was like, you've got this, girl. Come on, just do it. The sooner you do this, it'll be over, and then you'll be like, I did it. And I mean, everyone was watching, because as soon as there's like a film crew in a shopping centre, like I'm nosy too, so I'd be like, what's going on? Am I going to be on TV?
Whenever I see news crew, like I always think news crew when I see cameras. That's my immediate thought, and then the immediate thought after that is fuckwits. It is like not your type of thing, obviously, but I seen a van the other day. I think it was like Channel 7 or whatever, and it's like, if you got a story, let us know, like the link below it or whatever. I'm like, I've got a story for you. You guys are all wankers. So asleep. Like proper asleep.
But yeah, no, it was nice. It was fun. I got to meet my manager. So I am looked after by B Management down in Sydney, and we've been working together for, it must be almost coming up to 12 months now. And, you know, that's a story in itself. Like, people often ask me, like, oh, you know, I didn't, like, how does that work and what do you do and blah, blah, blah. I actually approached the agency myself because I just saw that they work with heaps of food talents, and I was kind of like, this is cool. Like, I'm actually just going to branch out and just be like, hey, how you going? This is what I do. I was feeling a bit lost last year in the food world. I knew that I wanted to grow, but I just kind of didn't know what direction. So I sought some help. And yeah, you know, almost 12 months later, I got to meet her in the flesh because she lives down in Sydney. So we got to film in her studio, which was amazing. I got to meet Hayden Quinn, which was also really cool.
Kelsie had a big stiffy over Hayden Quinn. Eh? She's been like full on. She's like, oh, it's a pop star.
No, I just
he was exactly what you said, but he just seemed cruisy as fuck.
Yeah, so cruisy. And yeah, I think, you know, we both walked away from there being like, I feel like I'm in really good hands with those guys. Erin is amazing, and yeah, she obviously got me the opportunity that I went down to Sydney for. So hoping that this just opens doors. And yeah, I had said at the start of the year that 2025 was just the year that I was just going to go for it. And
you've been doing cooking for a while. I've
been sharing on socials.
How long?
Probably.
Sorry, you were about to say that. I was just like, fucking hurry up. How long?
I've probably been sharing on socials now for 8 years. So it's been a long time. And to be honest, probably the last 2 months is where most of my growth has just come from.
So, and I've experienced that firsthand.
Yeah.
What is your intention for cooking? Like when you started it, what was your vision for it, for yourself?
It was honestly an escape. So I started sharing recipes. When I look back on the photos that I was sharing, I'm like, whoa, girlfriend, you've leveled up.
Well, and that's like the same.
They were so like pixelated and anyway, you got to start somewhere, right?
You're always starting right here.
Yeah.
You're starting right here, right now.
Yeah. And back then they were all the go anyway. But no, I just started sharing. I was a stay-at-home mum. You know, I would have only had my big boy at the time. And then it just kind of, as the years went on, I shared more, and then I just kind of, I don't know, kept having kids. And you know, I did take a break. I think I took a 6-month break at one point. Socials was just getting too much. I was also going through a divorce at the time, so I just kind of needed a step back. And I do think that is something that's really important. If you are feeling like social media is too much, like you're consumed by it, it's your daily go-to, you're feeling down every time you're like looking at someone else's life, if you're comparing your life to someone else, I do think it is such a crucial thing to have a break. Not necessarily 6 months, that was a long time, but whatever you need, like a weekend, a couple of weeks, even if you're so heavily focused on your phone, have 24 hours off. I do think having a break away.
Phone addiction's real.
Yeah.
Anything you do too much of is an addiction, and that's real.
Yeah.
Phones are fucked. They are, honestly. And look, I spend way more time on my phone than what I like, trust me. But I know my intention, and I know my intention is pure. There's something you said before. Consumed by it, when you feel consumed by it, but we are the ones that consume it. It does...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We are... The things that we're consuming You know, I don't know if this makes any fucking sense right now, but those things aren't the problem at all at the end of the day, the things that we're consuming. We are the absolute problem. Like most of the things that we're consuming, I think I'm like just running on the spot right now, but nothing like drugs and money and social media and this and not you, sorry, just anything. Like they don't hold any morals or intentions. It's us. We are the problem. We're the fucking problem to our own. But we're the solution as well. When you realize that, then you can start. Like, there's so many little fucking things that you realize along the way.
Yeah, totally.
Start like fixing your life up and that. I think it's honestly all got to do with awareness. Yeah. Full on awareness.
Yeah. And I also think, you know, like if there's things that if there's accounts you're following and they're making you feel a certain way, just unfollow them.
Yeah.
Or if they're like friends, or if they're friends of friends, or you're like, oh, I can't bring myself to unfollow, mute them.
Yeah.
Muting is really good. I do it to heaps of people.
And like we all should know by now that when we're talking about things, when our phone's in our pocket, whatever we're talking about actually normally to an actual human being beside us, like that conversation, you know, if you're talking about fucking tents, that conversation that you're having, oh, let's go camping this weekend. What tent do you want to get? I don't know. Maybe I might get a swag. And then you walk off after that conversation.
Yeah.
And then you look at your social media and there's sponsored ads coming up with swags all over. It's like, holy moly.
So everyone listening, start talking about lunch boxes.
You know, like, and that's where we're going with it. If you're going to be talking about the benders and about getting on the packet and just bad talk, rooting, getting up all these chicks, you know, or you know, whatever. It's just a shit life. It's a toxic life.
It's yucky.
Yeah, that's what you're going to see on social media. Like if your phone's listening to you and it puts the ads out there for you, it's obviously like however this fucking algorithm works, it's obviously listening and it's actually getting to know you so well so it can put the right things in front of you for the people that are selling the products out there. It's a big consuming game, eh? Like once you can see that, you know, you're stuck in the consumption game, like that whole full-on matrix, just I want this, I want that, then none of these things you actually need in life. The only thing we need is air, fire, water, and earth. Everything else is, I don't know, just not necessary and an illusion to me.
Yeah.
Like I obviously consume shit. I'm consuming a beer right now, but for those of you who already know me, I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like we're obviously down here for a reason to play this weird little game that we're in. I'll play, but I'll keep 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I'll stay in touch with the source, and I'll also stay in touch with this very 3D materialistic realm, because there's heaps of people that need help in this realm. Actually, before we go on to anything else, this is what I wrote down before. I was out the front before we started this podcast, and I was just no phone, nothing. I'm like, oh God, I hope I remember this. So I run back downstairs here and wrote it down. So I've had my vision, and this is a vision that I've had for quite some time, but it's really narrowed it down and simplified it for me.
Yeah.
So I'm out the front leaning on my ute, and I just see and like get real present, and I see these birds flying past. I can hear them. Like I'm in that moment. I can feel like that light breeze on my skin, and all of these lorikeets, just, you know, 4 of them or whatever, like a heap of them flew past, but 4 of them flew in, landed on the tree. Another group landed in the next palm tree. And I'm just like, I'm so lucky and I'm so grateful that we actually have a property that has somewhat of nature. And guys, I'm telling you, it is not enough. Like there is not enough nature. But I just thought, you know, this is the stuff that heals people. Like nature on its own, without my help or any psychologist, guru, teacher. Nature will heal you if you can just sit in it and just be. And I'm like my vision, and I've told you, I want this for me. I'll be straight up here. I want this for me too. I'm not going to lie. And I want this for our family, but I also want it for everyone else. I want to be in that deeper place in nature where it's so secluded and so private, and there's no other real energies around. Like, imagine how much energy is in a city, and there's a lot of negative energy because everyone's work and grind and just shit. No nature. I want to, and I'm gonna get to a point, because this podcast is up and coming number one podcast in Australia.
Yes, it is.
It's going to help heaps of people. Already is, but we're going to get a place out, like I've just mentioned, and people are going to come there, and I'm not going to heal them, but nature's going to heal them, and they are going to heal them. They heal them at the end of the day. That's my vision. I want, social media is social media. I can only do so much on there. Anyone can only do so much on there. But that's it.
Yeah. Love that.
Personal touch. Yeah.
And you just saying that, like, social media, like, there's so much more than social media. I think that was such a wake-up call for me at the start of this week when we went down to Sydney, because, my main line of work, I guess you would say, is social media. That's how I connect and grow a community and do all those sorts of things. But when we were in Sydney, like, the different people that I met, like a producer, film crew, food stylist, I was like, there is so much more opportunities out there, like, away from social media.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think sometimes you get so, like, just caught up in, especially, like, like, I'm doing paid work through social media, and I'm, my books are through social media. So I think you can kind of get lost in it, because that is just kind of where everything is. And it's not until you step out of that environment and it's like, whoa, there is, like, a whole other level of food.
There's whole other levels to everything. Like,
yeah.
Life's all an experience at the end of the day. Like, what do you want to experience? Like, what do you want to be? Like, no fucking lie, dead set, hand on my heart, you can be whatever the fuck you want to be.
Yeah.
But it's because there's been some fucking stories. Oh, man, there's been some stories that you've picked up on the way. Everyone, me, you, everybody listening, we picked up all these stories, but beneath it all, you are, you're a blank canvas. You're the sky, and it's the clouds passing by that bother you. Once people understand that they are the sky, they should understand that they can fucking start drawing, creating, whatever, and the F they want to do.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, it's the beliefs that they have within from those stories that they picked up on the way from mum and dad and school, and just every experience that's holding them back. There's good ones, there's good stories we pick up, but the bad ones, they're the ones that hold us back. They're the ones that honestly block us and stop us from everything. And can you tell me right now that, you had fear going to Sydney to do this stuff in a shopping centre and be on camera. Like, you've got Hayden Quinn there sitting in the next room, like someone that you look up to. And then you've got, Erin there, the producer, and then all these film crew, and then whoever bloody else was there. And you've got to talk in front of a camera and, like, nail something in front of people. Like, there's fear there. And if what's the one thing that got you to that point to actually just fucking do it, to be honest? Just to fucking step into it and do it.
I was there.
You were there, but how did you do it? How did you face the fear? How did you do it?
I just did it.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
Yeah.
To just fucking do it. You step into it rather than step forward into it rather than stepping one step back out of it. Because the longer you don't face fear is, that's the same. That's the same. I don't even know how to say it. If you don't face fear, you don't grow.
Yeah.
All seeds get planted in the soil. And they crack the fuck open. They go, imagine this. Imagine a seed getting planted. It's in the dark soil for one. It starts its life in the dark. And then all of a sudden there's a process where it cracks and it would look from a if you can look at it now and vision it, it would look like it's in destruction mode, like it's dying. But life comes from that. These little moments of the ayahuasca ceremony is coming at me. But it looks like it's in full destruction mode, like it's chaos. But then you get full on beauty come out of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Kels loves me deep shit.
Yeah, I do. I do.
What else have you got anyway? How much time we got?
I don't even know. What else have I got for you?
Well,
nothing else has really been happening.
What have you? Okay, I guess we've spoken about the present. And what are your plans? Have you got some visions, some more goals that that you can see now? Like, you can see these goals. You can vision them. They're not in your present moment yet, but if you vision them, like when you vision them, they're going to be in. You don't live in the future. When they come, they're in just another present moment like this one right now. What have you got?
I've got another book that's coming out in about a month's time, and I've got a few more books to sell from the Lunchbox one, and I have got a vision that I'm going to get some TV work. I'm going to get like more of the film sort of side of things. I might even look into doing a bit of food styling maybe, just to dabble in something. But yeah, I'm just kind of keeping doors open at the moment.
More doors open, the better, I reckon.
The kids they started last week, they started footy.
Yeah, actually, that's coming up again.
So that is
footy. Go the Mudgerabah Redbacks.
Yep.
Mudgerabah Redbacks, guys. Unreal club.
So this will be our second year with them. And this will be the first year that the two big boys are playing. So God help me.
Kel sent me a message the other day when, because the boys started training. What was it, last week?
Yeah.
Because the middle one, he's a crack up. He's different, but that difference is going to take him places, I believe. Kel sent me a message. I couldn't escape work. My day is Wednesdays for footy. They do it Mondays and Wednesdays. So Kel sent me a message and she's like, Huxley actually runs better backwards than he does forwards. And I'm like, that does not even surprise me, eh?
I know. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes this year. It's the big boy's second year, which he's so excited about. If he can play this year how he played his very last game last year, he will dominate.
Hunter?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I said his name.
That's right. You already said the other one.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. I don't know. People got so much fear in them about this sort of stuff. Like, we're talking about this. Like, I'm just going to let this flow out. It needs to come out. Everyone's so worried about their kid getting taken and stuff like that. And I get it. The media loves to fucking put that shit on the news. The more you're scared, the more easily and controlled you're manipulated, and that's getting passed down to the kids. Like, you've just got to, like, man, I don't even know if I can say this, but if your kid's meant to get taken, like, if that's the plan, then that's how, it's going to get taken. Like, if whatever's you're destined for is whatever you're destined for. Like, don't let your own fear hold your kids back. That's just me. Like, obviously you got to have a time to do it, but it seems like the age gets more and more to let kids go off and do their own thing. They supposed to fucking explore the world for yourself and learn things yourself, and they're learning all of these things from us that we've been conditioned to, and most of those things are not the right way. And I'm noticing a lot of those things from reading that book, The Map by David Dion Fisher. I've mentioned it every time. I'm still trying to finish it, to be honest. I've got fucking 4 pages to go, and just the time I'm trying to create, but the way that I create is by consuming good books like that too. So talking about consuming earlier, you can consume good or bad. I think reading books and all that sort of thing to get your knowledge up there. Just be careful, not everything you read, hear and see is true. You need to, I think, experience it yourself to find out the real truth. Our own personal experience anyway at the end of the day is merely just a part of the whole truth.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their own truth.
Yep.
Where was that one going? The footy. Where was the footy going?
I don't know. It wasn't going anywhere.
But like
we're just entering footy season.
Well, we've got that on. We've got footy on. Obviously, footy with everything else that we've got going on in our lives right now. That's the hard thing. And like Kieran and I last weekend on the podcast, we were talking about it. He was talking about it, and it's the time. It's the time that we're spending that's important. You can't get that shit back.
No, you can't.
Once you spend it, like there's no going back for it. So you really do got to have a bit of a deeper think about that one.
Yeah.
If you're listening right now, I'd write that one down, to be honest, about time. Imagine if tomorrow was your last day. What would you do? We're not all, and I think about this too, we're not all going to go out and be like, I'll just fucking blow all me money. Because, we're not going to go out there and blow all of our money like it's the last day, are we? No. So I think it's just, I don't know, do the best you can in that moment. Use love and I don't know. Just use love. Love's the answer.
Yeah. Spend more time with people that you love.
I love you guys.
I love you.
That's what we're trying to create. We're not trying to make more money at the end of the day. We're trying to create more time to be with each other and to be with fucking whoever else wants to be a part of us and, is on our same frequency. That's I think it's that tribe culture's gone skis. What do you think about that? I'd love to pick your brain about that tribe culture that we talk about. Back in the day, a tribe would be, like that close-knit community. If someone had a baby and the mother got crook, she could pass that on to any one of the other tribe members in that tribe. And the baby's always looked after, never abandoned. But everyone's just abandoned.
Well, life is just busy and everyone's got other things going on.
Because they've divided us. They've divided us to a point and even got into the fucking family home, divided husbands from wives, split the whole family unit up. Like just nuclear fucking shit.
Well, I guess people have got to work.
They've got into everyone's heads. That's what they've done. It's not about the work. It's about the division. Distract, divide, and conquer. And I was having this chat the other day with a guy. It's about bikie clubs. Like they are all running around, like they all hate the system, this and that. But they've all fallen into the same trap that the whole world's fallen into. It's like, how could you be fooled by the system when you're supposed to know what the fucking system is doing to us better than everyone? It's like they're dividing us, mate. Dividing, and you guys are so fucking divided because And you know what? The government and the coppers are probably fucking doing all of this sort of shit, you know, setting things up so you guys fucking hate each other. Yeah. Fucking where's this shit led to?
No idea.
I don't know, but that's still a little bit. Anyway, what else you want to talk about, Dal? Actually, let's have a little bit of a sharing. You share with whatever you have.
I don't know. I feel like I've spoken about all my stuff. I don't really have anything else going on.
Well, not about that, but maybe is there something going on? Anything that you want to talk about?
No. Why don't you talk about your masterclass?
Maybe talk about the ebook first, and then I can lead into the masterclass.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's just a label at the end of the day, and at the end of the day, it's just a thing that I've created to, I guess, to guide people into their next step, a better place, to help them see things a bit better or clearer, maybe even just from a new whole perspective, like shifting their whole mindset so their whole reality shifts, you know, like, and that doesn't happen unless people understand it and then they realize it, because when you understand it and realize it, then you can, you know that truth, you feel it, and you're like, fuck, I actually need to do this. You know, that person's right, this person's right, that information's right. Like it just feels, the information isn't the truth. You got to feel the truth. And, that's what the masterclass is about. But the ebook that I'm doing is, that's something that I really want to get out there, because after my dark point, after the drug addiction and, just at that low point, the lowest point that you can be, when, it was at the point where my own hands tried to take my own self out from this reality. Like, I tried a couple of times before that, but this time I really did a good one on myself. And after that point, obviously I made it through. That says something, me being here right now, making it through that. Like, things do get better, 100%. Everything is temporary. All your thoughts, all your feelings, just everything is forever changing. So nothing is permanent or, whatever. Or perfect. If everything's changing, nothing can be perfect. But after that low point in my life, I come across, I started walking a very spiritual path. I came across a lot of teachings from gurus and, ancient things from Egypt and Hindu, Sufi, Buddhism, Taoism, Christianity. I was exploring everything. And I've mentioned I'm not a religious person. Like, I am God. I am God.
Yeah.
And everyone that's listening right now is God too. You are God too. If you think that you're not God, then you are actually never going to be able to create what you want to create. There is no external God. You are it. The external God is a phony, false piece of shit. I'm going to say that because anything outside of yourself, anything that tries to pull you away from home is false. And to be honest, you are home. They're trying to pull everyone so far away from home that they don't even know where home is anymore. It's so close. It's like right there. It's you. I come across all these quotes. Is this making sense? I come across all these quotes that help me deeply realise certain things. I don't know, something just from reading them, something within me just triggered. And I was like, oh, wow. And then just over time, more and more. Anyway, I've created this ebook and I've put 33 quotes down that have helped me expand my awareness, just help better my life at the end of the day. Help me see things better and clearer, and just, I'm changed for the better. And I've, with these quotes, I've put, some examples, some reflections. Sorry about that. Some reflections and some takeaways from it. So people can, not everyone understands things in the same way that I understand it. And I've put it in a way where it's like got 4 different structures where it can help people understand it in a new way. And each page leads to like the deepest types of realization in terms of awareness, because awareness is the key to see what's unfolding in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that this ebook is going to be like honestly, a real game changer for people.
Yeah.
Like it's helped me immensely. Just the words in it, like it's words at the end of the day that's destroyed everyone. Like we were talking about before, from mum and dad, from school, from friends and family, and all of the experiences that I mentioned. It's those things that have destroyed people. But at the same time, it's not the same words, but words that heal people. Like I can sit there in front of anyone and have a chat to them about whatever they're going through and let them know that they're going through that, or they think that they can't do that, or they're not capable from doing something because they've picked up a story on the way that has made them create something within themselves to make themselves identify to that I'm not capable or I'm not good enoughness. They fully think that they are that because of an experience they've had when they're younger.
Yeah.
From words or an experience, whatever. Mostly it's words, You are you stupid? Are you dumb? Why can't you do this? Why can't you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, over time, I'm stupid. He's telling me I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Or she's telling me I'm stupid. My teacher's telling me I'm stupid. I'm stupid. My whole classmates are laughing at me. I'm stupid.
So true.
It reinforces it in you so well, but it's you that does that. The other person isn't to blame. The other person's got their own shit going on. That accountability, when you can get to that point. This is what this Masterclass is all about. Sorry, I'm rambling on right now, but I do want people to understand a bit deeper into what I'm going to talk about. Everything's false. Actually, I'll put this a different way. Everything that you believe is true. Everything that you believe is true. So if you believe that you are good enough to do that or do this, then you are.
Yeah.
But if you believe that you're not good enough to do this or do that, then you're not. So if you believe that you're not, that's true.
Yeah.
If you believe that you are good enough, then that's true.
Yeah.
That's as simple as it is.
Yeah.
But so fucking hard to do. Because you're jumping into discomfort. It's like walking off of a trail that is clearly marked out into the wilderness, and you're getting flogged by branches, you're walking into spider webs, there's no clear footpath for you. It's just literally, I only know that step, that step, that step.
Yeah.
People have got to jump off that path more. Don't follow no motherfucker. Don't follow me. Don't follow you. If you see footprints in the sand, even walking down the beach, don't walk on the same footprints. That's what I do. I actually do that to remind myself to never follow anyone's path, because you create your own path. You be your own self.
Yeah. I like that.
Sorry. Chatty, chat.
No, it'll be good once it's out.
And that. And then the Masterclass, which talks about what I was just talking about.
Yeah.
It's all, everything morphs into the same whole thing anyway with me.
Yeah.
It's at the end of the day, what you're, the guidance comes from what's within me. That's it.
Yeah.
Whatever I've got within me, if you like it, good. If you don't, whatever.
Yeah.
Good too.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right.
I'm going to leave you to do the hang up.
I did it last time.
Yeah, but you haven't been on for ages.
2 weeks.
Come on, man.
All right.
Come on, man.
All right. Well, that wasn't me. Well, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Planting Seeds with Soul. Next week you will be hearing from, dunno, it'll be a surprise.
This guy next week, guys, it is, hey.
I think so,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Just don't say his name.
No, I won't. This guy next week, guys, I've been following this guy for, I don't know, maybe a year now. He does, he's a creative. He's an artist. He does poetry, like just what he has within himself, which he writes down, is beyond amazing. He's truly got a gift. I don't even know how else to put it. Like once you met, I haven't never spoken to this guy physically, face to face, over the phone, nothing. It's just I've seen his stuff like here and there. I sent him a message because I get him. Like his words are just fucking powerful. And he wants to come on. He actually found us on TikTok many years ago and seen a few of my videos come up. And he said to me, I remember you from TikTok. He's like, the one thing I remember about you is when people would write negative shit to you, you handled it like a beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a champion, you know,
Love
like
that.
with love.
Yeah.
And you handle negativity like a beast with love.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this guy, you actually do not want to miss out meeting this guy. I don't know if he's done many podcasts before.
It'll be a good one though.
Yeah, it'll be a good one. I'm looking forward to getting to know this guy.
But yeah, other than that, have a great night. We're just going to go have a chill night. Our last night before the beautiful chaos enters
Yes.
tomorrow.
Yep.
But
How
anyway, good chat, and we will see you next week.
All right, guys, take it easy. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.